Wow. Woohoo. Okay, well, you can hear me at least. Hey. Hi, y'all. Mm? Well, OBS is not being a very good sport today, but I think we're getting it together. Maurice Attorney, if there's any issues, please let me know. Please let me know. uh, well, welcome, my stars. Lovely to see you. I see I've got a fire already here. Good, good, good. Gonna keep everyone in line. Um, well, let's get into it. Gotta finish up that circus case, one way or another. I have several suspects, and several potential motives, and several potential. How was it? Because honestly, that's the one thing that I am. Hey, done randomly. That's one thing that I am most on right now is how was he murdered? And we haven't even really discussed it. We haven't even really gotten into the like trying to give me pieces of that. I think that's the biggest thing right now that's really tripping me up is that I still don't know how the victim was murdered. And nobody has given me anything to really go with that. Like I think he was hit on the head with Max Galactica's bust, but like how? Who did it? Why? Yeah. We'll figure it out. The game will trust in the process. Trust in the process. Yeah. All right. Let's hopefully this works because I didn't have time to really test. Didn't have time to really test a lot of this before starting it up. But the magician is our client. We don't want our client to be guilty. But if it is our client, well, oof. Alright. Please. Okay. The game's not actually on, so, well, of course, but. Where's my game? There's my game. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on, turn on. There you go. And we have our game. Please let me know how the sound is, balance-wise and everything, because I'm getting the feeling it's not going to be great for some reason. I don't know. Hey, Athena. Good. Honestly, also, it sounds good relative to my voice also is a question that I constantly feel like I worry about that. I worry about that a lot. Alright. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. I don't think you were... sure. Tee-hee. Why is it a question mark? Is this not what's her name? Tee-hee. I can't really do a good tee-hee. You know. Yeah, it's for... Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Glass of milk? Okay. Is that a thing? Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess. She's trying to poison him. came to watch my performance today. Poison. It's poison. Don't drink it. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end. It's not that kind of show, isn't that right, my sweeties? Did he say that at some point? I don't remember that. That's what happens when I play a game over the course of, you know... What's it been? A month now? Oof. Well, okay, the case has only been, like... this week and last week, I think. No, we might have started this case 2 weeks ago. Okay, well... fair. Still, it's poisoned. It's still poisoned. Do I have anything to really base that on? No. It's poisoned. I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. What curtain, girl? I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience. Yeah, what curtain, girl? Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Mo is the clown. Every week, having to remember exactly how the voices I do. And then knowing that they're not being I'm not recreating them moment to moment within the same day. So, let's be fair there. Top of them. Sorry about that noise. That's the best I can do for getting. I know, Athena. Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning? That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Okay, there will be poisoned milk. One of these is poisoned. I'm still thinking Regina, but I guess it could be Mo. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, White? Right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Does Mo think Acro did? You could have told me this before now. I don't know. I genuinely, there's too many suspects. Is this like a Murder on the Orient Express kind of deal? Did they all do it? The problem is that they don't really. Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. Okay, wait. I'm not convinced Acro did it, though. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. No, this is... And then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Okay, but like... she gets he's dead. She just I think it's not the reality of her father being the issue. It's the reality of reality that's the issue. Like y'all need to make sure she understands that the entire world isn't the circus. And yeah, yeah, that her father is involved in this, but like I think breaking her through this method isn't the way to go. Like she understands her father's dead. She just has a very different way of processing it than everyone else. Like, cause she's like they're just stars in the sky. Honestly, I see no problem with that. Really, it's the fact that she doesn't seem to understand that. Yeah, Mo might be like she needs to learn there's no Santa Claus. Like yeah, oh, her belief is no different than like I'll see him in heaven. Like, legitly, I do not see, like, yeah, I think she should be a little, take it a little more seriously. Like, even with her belief, maybe she'd be taken a little more serious. But I think that's just a in general for her. I don't think she takes anything seriously. Hey, Maury, like, she just needs to like somebody needs to take her to the park. Like, no, not the park. Somebody needs to take her to the DMV. They just need to take her to the DMV and, like, get her a driver's license or something, you know? Like, teach her how to drive and take her to the DMV. Like, that's what she needs. I don't think a day in court is actually what she needs. Yeah, she's 16 and lived in the circus her entire life. She needs some boring, daily, just regular person stuff. Not to be convinced that the next case is at the DMV. Okay, okay. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, to a call center. She needs a summer job. That's what a winter job? What season do you think is the off season for a circus? Fall? Winter. Fall. I'm gonna go with winter. Even though this is technically winter right now, let's assume it's the off season. Because I mean, she's the animal tamer, and animals don't like the cold. So give them a break. Give them a break, right? I mean, I don't like the cold. Well, I don't think she goes to school. So like, I'm saying, well, in the off season, she needs to like, she needs at least some time where she is not living at the circus. You know? I mean, I don't know. I think they would be. I think parents take their kids to the circus on weekends. Okay, we have to be in the mindset of a reality and time period where circuses exist. This isn't a carnival. This isn't a traveling circus either. This is, as far as we can tell, a stationary local circus. All right? All right. Now, of course, they can't shut down. The circus doesn't really shut down. Like, when I say off season, I mean less busy, a time when they can afford to not have their 16-year-old working. Granted, yeah, she should be in school, obviously. But you know what? Homeschooling. Sure, she's homeschooled. Fair. I'm just going to assume that's what happens. Uh, yeah. Hey, Cypher Gam 1. What am I waiting a second for? Because I'm already waiting a second because I got off on a tangent because we're not playing the game for a couple minutes now. Okay. Fixing your hair. Are you about to, like... asks to stream with me or something. Yeah, I need a hair tie. I don't know. If I could see your hair, I'd say it looks lovely as is. But I don't know who. Well, hello. Yeah. So, nice seeing a new screen name. You used a face emoji. Nice to see a new face, you know? Welcome, welcome. You know, hang around, chat. We're railing against the circus life, I guess. Well, let's continue so we can actually get that not guilty verdict and figure out what is going on. It's not. I guess it could be Acro. I guess it would make sense in a weird way, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I brought her to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. Again, that is not the harmless piece of information here. I don't think her having a belief that when people die, they become stars is the problem. It's the fact that she doesn't understand that not the whole world is a stage. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Well, good for you. December 30th, 10 a.m. Yeah. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. Are you about to tell us that someone's witnessed an eye? Well, what about Resident Evil 3 Nemesis the remake? I don't own that game. I don't own any Resident Evil games. I don't play those. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Have you been playing Resident Evil 3 Nemesis the remake? Because that's... I mean, I'd be interested in hearing about it. I find the concept of remakes fascinating. Like, there are some old games where they're like janky in such a way that like at the time it was fine, but going back to them they're like, oof. You know, and I think a remake really helps on that department, but like, I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the needs so arises. In fact, my detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Yeah. By detectives. Does she... Yeah, she just had Gumshoe doing it, I bet. Yeah. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing a voice for... I don't think I settled on a voice for Acro, so I don't think we're doing a voice for Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room is near the crime scene. Yeah, everyone's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Fair. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution needs to add. All that's left is explain how the defendant disappeared in the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. Girl needs a thesaurus. I say that too much. I'd say that too. I need a thesaurus at this point, or a new joke book. A man must know the proper thing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well. You may proceed with your cross-examination. Fair. Fair. So, Cypher, what brings you around? You, see one of my links, or just went random searching? What you here for, interest-wise? Unless you already left. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed? That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. I'm not sure. Part of it is also because I don't think I remember enough details about about the directly relevant stuff. Huh. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? Objection! That's not important. Objection! I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Oh. Objection sustained. Don't Acker must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. Sure. Said you're resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? Never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. I don't know. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. The witness will proceed with his testimony. Light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. Yeah. was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. More impressive and less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with this. I don't know. Are you sure it was a human being? Could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Large action figure? Nick. What are we doing here? Large action figure? Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. What do you mean an action figure is more plausible? Action figure is more plausible than the mannequin. You have no need to mince words with me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn. I mean, I don't think it was... I don't even have a court record for it, though. No, I do. Yeah. I think it was the bust. Honestly, I think it was the bust. Lying about something. I don't remember enough details. Nope. All right, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna try pulling a contradiction out of him here. No, I figured it out! I figured it out! Shit! It's not this one. Yeah, okay, okay. Got it, I got it, I got it. Oh, I didn't even get penalized. Cool. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. That's rough. could see a silhouette. Yeah. And you saw the hat and the cloak, but the hat was left at the scene of the crime. So. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Also, did we... Oh, yeah. I'm just going to presume. Yeah. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. It's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? No. Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, you've been fibbing on the stand. How tall is Acro without the wheelchair? 'Cause... We'll come back to it. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in the court today? Well... Dreaming, I suppose? I mean, that feels like the thing I can pin on him. It's obvious that what Acro saw, he didn't actually see at all because it was a dream. So you plan on writing off all the inconvenient facts as nothing but dreams? Maybe you should just pinch your nose and see if you are actually awake. Oh, I think you're whipped proof this isn't a dream just fine. Mr. Wright, how about you provide an answer that actually explains things? Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back... Oh, yeah, so... Yeah. Okay, so no, I'm still not convinced it was Acro, but... I think accusing him is better than the grudge, because sure, grudge against... Yeah, perhaps this is because Acro has a grudge against the defendant, which is why he's trying to frame Max. Oh, why me? What did I do? Never get your fat head in the way of a whip bent on finding justice. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I have no interest in your silly little theories. He has a grudge against the defendant, huh? You wouldn't happen to have proof of that? Well, that's the... See? Okay, so... Alright, first try. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? Wouldn't you know? I mean, it's your job to know past cases. If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost be scary. Yeah, where are the birds coming from? Why are they just here? This is a courtroom, not an aviary. Hey, back off. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. Can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear that your accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. Do you think that was Regina? See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. Got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I mean, I don't think standing is a requirement in a case where no footprints were seen at the crime beside the victim. Just saying that, you know? But also, honestly, I don't know if it was Acro. I don't exactly peg him for this, but I mean, I guess it's, oof. Yeah. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. Okay, so you know what? Actually, let's reframe this, rework this from square one, because we've been cobbling down some theories and building on them. Well, let's start back from the beginning. So, I did have an assumption that Russell wasn't the intended victim because he was wearing Max's clothes. So I was thinking Max must have been the intended victim, right? But no. What if it was supposed to be Russell the entire time? And then blamed on Max the entire time? Which would mean, I guess Acro does have a motive? Because if we're coming from that, maybe Russell was too overprotective. Maybe he is the reason why Bat was in the accident, not Regina. Honestly, that girl's... yeah. Well, we'll see. So I guess maybe it was Acro. Yeah, who would have thought? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? I mean, does the monkey count? I think I'm gonna count the monkey. I'm gonna count the monkey. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this. No, if that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say? Not good. Not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. That's right. It seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but we'll be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Oof. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? I'm going with the monkey. I'm going with the monkey, you know? You don't say. Uh-oh. Something looking very bad. Oh, okay. Did you hear that? Hear what? Sound of you getting caught in your own trap. Okay. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Yeah, it's his trained monkey. It's the monkey that he... Oh my god. What do you mean? What do you mean? I just think it's the monkey because... Oh, no. It's his monkey! It's his monkey! Fuck, wait. I pushed the wrong button. Okay, well. Okay, Athena, then who did it? Did he have an accomplice? Does the monkey count as an accomplice? It let me select the monkey as an accomplice, okay? Like, I think the monkey was involved, okay? That monkey seemed the most guilty this entire time. I don't think the monkey did it. Like as in, it's the monkey who, like, the monkey was used, okay? I don't think the monkey chose to kill. It's not a bloodthirsty killer ape. But the monkey was involved. I just know it, okay? What evidence do I have? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, if I have no evidence, I have no evidence. You're right. You're right. But hey, Evelyn. Okay, so I guess maybe the monkey doesn't count as an accomplice. Maybe the monkey counts as okay, I'm just gonna see it, because like at this point I'm gonna lose points either way at this point, so let's just hope for the easy out of course he didn't have an accomplice. Because I think the monkey's involved. He used the monkey, but I guess the monkey doesn't count as an accomplice, okay? All right, let's try. Let's play that option out. The monkey is involved. The monkey is involved. Yeah, all according to Kick. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? Okay, so I guess gonna sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? Stellaris, nice. Huh. There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. And a monkey. He did use a monkey. I cannot stress enough that there was a monkey involved. What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was... He's in his room, I suppose. He was obviously here the entire time. That's... Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room, kill the Ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? He used a monkey to gather what he needed. Alright? How about that? How about that? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. Okay, so what? Did he, like, throw the bust out the window and then, like, pull it back up with rope or something? Where is the bust? We need to explain the murder weapon. Nobody has explained the murder weapon. And I feel like that's a big key thing. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? Well, no, I mean, like... The bust doesn't need to be in the hat. It has a hat. The bust has a hat, okay? That's how there could be a hat on the silhouette and at the scene of the crime at the same time, you know? Oof. Updates? Updates that change things? Why would they do that? I need my things to be consistent. Yeah, go fire. What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did you do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet? Oh, okay. Fair. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. Sure that Acro killed the Ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as to how... I don't have evidence for anything right now, I don't think. Yeah, I think I can't. I think we will. No, but what? What? You aren't gonna suck me in this time. I'm smart enough to know when I don't have the cards to play, and my hand sucks right now. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? It means that everything he set up until now has all been nonsense. No. I don't... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I don't know. Oh, what did he use to commit the murder? What? The bust, of course. How did I read that wrong? Oh, because it asked me before I... Okay, fine. Fine. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ah! See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Would it be... So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. You should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. can't run away from... Ow! I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. That's morbid, Athena. Raises dead children's parents so she can hug them again? You're saying that like as if raising, like necromancy raises them like in a perfect condition. I don't think a child would get anything out of, or even want to hug a shambling corpse. I don't think, there's significant amount of uncanny valley that would happen that I think children are generally able to recognize, you know? Yeah. But Evelyn! That's not how you're supposed to steal her man. No, it's less that I'm lost and more that it's just like... Do you know, like... You have, like... I don't know how necromancers work in that game, so that's why I'm also trying to like imagine. So like, when you resurrect a corpse and make them like a you know, necromantic minion, are you able to just like pocket space them and be like, okay, I will use you for later, instead of them just being like walking companions for as long as the spell lasts? Huh. Bitter divorce. Fair, yeah. I mean, I would think you'd need a corpse to some of the, you know, normally there need to be a corpse to raise dead. You know, can't exactly raise dead from thin air. Not unless you like. Not unless you've got like a Harrowhark level of necromantic ability, you know. Defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingley, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. Witness will have no problems, however, let's all be respectful towards him. One will sink to any low to win a case. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working up as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Fair. The monkey, though! We're still... The monkey. The monkey's involved somehow. I know it. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. It's the monkey. The monkey's involved. I'm not insane for this, right? The monkey's involved, right? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. It's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Grr. Can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back to my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window. No. What kind of evidence do I even have? Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. Did the ransom note, like, have, like, exact spot requirement? I don't know how he knew where... Thanks, Maya. Thanks for telling me that we might have overlooked. It's the monkey? I don't know. Maybe it's the monkey. I think it's the monkey at this point. It's enough to go on, I suppose. Let me just... just in case, you know. Monkey. Oh, well. I need the water. I definitely need the water things. Ah! Monkey. Nope. I have one game on request, but so the way I kind of intend it to work, and I'll work kind of case by case. As if it's a game I really want to play, then I will just move it up in my... I have a mental queue of games I want to play, you know, my playlist. And if it's on that list already, I just move it up. So it'll be the next thing we play once we have an opening. If it's not already on that list, then give me... You redeem for me to play. I will stop what I'm doing. We'll play that, like, right here, right now. All right? Because also, if you're redeeming the points, quite frankly, most of the time, I want it to be that second option. Because if you're redeeming points, it should be an immediate thing, you know? It's just... I kind of had to add that first clause because I was already wanting to play Outer Wilds. If I already own the game, I'm not buying Elden Ring. If you spend 5,000 points and you tell me Elden Ring, I'm sorry, you've wasted your points. I do not own Elden Ring. I am not buying Elden Ring. I'm not. I'm not, okay? Basically, if you suggest a game that I don't already own or have some way of playing, you better back it up with some way for me to play it. No, sorry, no offense there, but, like, I ain't buying it, you know? Well, here's the thing. That's why written in there on the spending 5,000 points, I have it written there. I'm only telling you I'll play it for an hour. So if you spend the points, you get me Elden Ring, and no, Steam Family Sharing doesn't work like that anymore. But yeah, so if you buy me Elden Ring and you spend 5,000 points on it, I will play an hour of Elden Ring. I will be timing it on that hour, and once the hour is up, I will go back to what I'm doing, well, almost certainly. But there's the conditions, all right? Yeah, I wish Steam Family Sharing worked like it used to. But no, it's not Steam Family Sharing anymore. They phased that out. It's Steam Household Sharing. It doesn't work if... It was already an hour. No, I already had part of that clause. I already had the 1 hour clause. I just wrote in the... with you, I didn't realize that I hadn't written in the, I need to own it clause. But I wanted that game anyway, so, and it was on sale, so fine. But yeah, it's Steam Household Sharing now, and it doesn't let you connect accounts if they don't register on at least similar IP addresses. Like, I hear you can get away with it if you're, like, in the same town as another person. Sometimes the same region. But we are definitely not in the same region. We can't Steam Family Share. Or Steam Household Share. Fucking Christ, Steam. Yeah, well, okay, so... Like I said, you can get away with it with region sometimes, but living an hour away, that's probably like an upper limit of how far away. No, that's... Actually, in all fairness, Athena, yes, Steam does hate you, but not you specifically. Steam just hates everyone. Yeah. The monkey. The monkey has lifted Max's bust before. The monkey is the accomplice. The monkey did grab the bust and bring it to him. I knew it. Fair, but also we're friends. Run it past me, DM me. I also might, like, in all fairness, I know that it's not exactly easy to pull up a full list of everything I own. But, like, there are games I have on PS4 and Switch that I do have a capture card, so I can play them even if you don't see them on my Steam account, you know? So yeah, check with me. I might already own the game, in theory. There's a chance I already own the game. Slim. Well, he just... He just admitted that the monkey can lift the bust. We don't need him to have dropped it, we just need him to have been able to tell the monkey where to drop it. How do I... Down, down, down. Okay. No, I think I just figured it out. Okay, wait. I got it. Yeah, this one. We've been forgetting something this entire time. The ringmaster left his room with just Max's cloak and hat. Where Did he get the box? It was there the entire time. It's there the entire time. He knew where to aim because he painted an X on the ground that we didn't realize was an X. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the Ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I think I just did show you evidence? Yes. Hurry up and explain this, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. Key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. Question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the Ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box, which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the Ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. I mean, there's a little bit of variation there. I'd have to say that there's enough variation there that this isn't a slam dunk in reality, but you know, I'm sure this works here. No. It's unbelievable. Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed the wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Oh. Ow, Mr. Phoenix. Ow, ow, ow. This is illegal. The Ringmaster's head could have been anywhere near the lifted box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made. Indeed, it had the most peculiar feature. Weight of the box. Let's go with the weight of the box. It's a 20-pound box. That's got to be what's special about it, right? Box has a remarkable weight. Weight. According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? Exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. Must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Yes, Your Honor. All I needed was for you to ask me, you know? All it took was just simply asking me. That's all it takes to get a confession out of me. Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yeah. Of course remember, it's on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. The monkey! It was the monkey! You admitted that the monkey could lift it. You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? The monkey! 'Twas the monkey! It's a very strong monkey also, let's be fair. Because the monkey also set the box, didn't the, you know. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah. Yep. Alright, yep. 'Twas the monkey! 'Twas the monkey. Yeah! The monkey did it! Aaron knows money, he loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. Also, I really wish we got in our court record a picture of the monkey's, like, pile of stuff. Because there was some large items in there. There was, like, some really heavy shit. So you're saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Yes! Athena trying to gaslight me. Athena, I'm watching you. Stop gaslighting me. Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? Objection! Yeah! Did you not... But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Objection! Maybe you should put the whip down sometime and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they were made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ah! Acro. Money's a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring back the bust to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Are you, is the monkey only your... Is the monkey specifically yours because it's that strong? Is this like some sort of like... Okay. Where's the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. Yeah, service. It's a service monkey, ain't it? The service monkey's service is that when a location isn't wheelchair accessible, the monkey can just pick you up and carry you up the stairs itself. Oh, I hope that's not. I hope that doesn't offend anyone. Yeah. This is a rather strange turn of events, but let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Yeah. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water, there's no denying that. Don't seem so flamboyant, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Yeah. Forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magic client was spotted at the scene of the crime. No, it was the bust, though. We just... there's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. Yeah. It's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw? Once again, it's the bust.
Take that! Objection!
Okay, I was say I'm not gonna be. You cannot make me say that. You cannot tell me this is wrong. You. Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Does Phoenix know French? Does Phoenix know French? We're gonna have to keep track of that. I need to now. Is this the first time he's spoken French? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it is. I think Phoenix knows French, huh? I mean, it's an easy saying. I mean, I don't know French, but I know that saying, so fair. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette, but he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. Between cases, he learns new languages. Fair. How is that possible? Simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one of the cards in the bust's hand. Easy to hang one of the cards in the bust's hand. To hang one off of the cards. Yeah, sorry. Idiot. Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Someone trying to frame Max. Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? Wait a second. This is another instance of, just complete happenstance, ain't it? So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Okay, I have a few theories. Let me think through. Because it could have been the monkey. Could have been the monkey. The monkey could have been trained to do it, maybe. I don't know. Probably not, though. So then it could have been Russell Berry. I guess... Do we have an autopsy report? Do we have an autopsy? There, okay, the back of the head. It doesn't say immediately. It doesn't say that the death was instantaneous. So... I'm going with Russell. Fool! Hit him? You are saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then, what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I finally put all the pieces together. I didn't. I sure didn't. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Ecker used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppy, Ben and Trilo. Ben and Trilo Quist. Ben's Trilo Quist. Fucking... yeah. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now, this is when the magic happens. At the very instant the bust hit the victim, I need to check both photos. There's also the one over here. No, there it is. Yeah, but it's got... But... Was it not clasped properly? I just... But... Okay, so, wearing a cloak. It's got a little chain there to keep it from just sliding off your back. And then you're sweet. Getting hit in the head somehow makes it both like unclasp and pop up and float towards the bust. No, just no. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. It was magic. Yeah, it better be magic, because otherwise this is fucking... No. 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 The circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. The monkey. It was the monkey. Yeah, it's got to have been the monkey. I don't care if that's the explanation the game is going with. It was the monkey. Yeah, Lawrence Mo curls. The clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed this crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. No. The monkey's not gonna go to jail. The monkey will just go to a zoo, I guess. Which is... That's monkey jail in all the animated cartoons I've ever seen. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it, primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. Yeah, depending on the zoo, also, yeah, it is, you know, but... So he just kept pulling the bust up. Technically, jail is where the police hold you overnight. Prison is where you get sentenced. For the record. Tiger King Zoo? Oh no. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared. This is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Oof. Oof. Everyone's silent. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro. Could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Girl, sure. You know what? Sure. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. I don't know, man. I really don't think your gavel's all that powerful some days. Not when she's here. Stride, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method, but there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, then, use that and get out of this jam. Is there? It's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Honestly, I have no clue what we're talking about, so I'm just gonna... Yeesh. Yep, tough crowd. Yeah, I don't know. I think the contradiction is the fact that the cloak came off. Honestly, let's present the poster, I guess, to show that the cloak had a class, which is not at all helping our case, but it's the only thing I can think of. Well, his hat was... His hat was found at the scene of the crime because it fell off. And then the cloak got taken with the... And I'm sure the roses went with the cloak, right? Okay, no, this is not the direction I was thinking this is going. But hey, I guess it's the right thing. Sums were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in most testimony. Silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. Fool, do you ever shut up? Yeah, my silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. Yeah, didn't we already go over this? Didn't we already... Okay. Makes sense if you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? What other contradiction? Remember what the ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But then the clown's testimony doesn't match. They're on the cloak! They're on the cloak! I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Can I? Of course I'll explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged... Okay, ooh, I don't have to actually explain it myself. Good. Hoo-hoo. I was worried. The cloak snagged onto the bust. What happened to the white roses? With the cloak? Yeah, well, I mean... Okay, they're okay. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Huh? Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Well, no, because then that means... But that would mean... But they're not on the back side, they're just in the... Okay, so... Your bust, it's got a clasp. It's got a clasp to keep it on. The white roses are attached to the clasp. So, we know that the clasp... And presumably they're attached to the clasp. I guess we didn't get into that detail. The white roses and the clasps are confirmed to have stayed intact after the being hit in the head. Because otherwise they'd be found there at the scene of the crime and not, you know... Like, or if they were broken, then there'd be evidence of it at the crime scene. You know, the roses would have been left behind because they would have fallen off or something. Blah blah. Broken pieces of the clasp chain, whatever. It's got that chain, but get hit on the head, and your cloak comes off. I guess over your head. Sure, fine. It comes off like. Comes out around your head and the entire cloak goes up and around onto the bust. Don't ask me how, because there's going to be a little window of margin because of the spot where you're hit. Presumably, the bust hasn't been pulled up far, so there's going to be like a little bit of space between your head and the bust. Like the bust is let's say it's come back up a little bit, or it, you know, Acro held it after a certain like only let it fall down a certain amount. Point is, let's say yes, there's this little bit of space for it to come up around, and then it comes up and goes all the way around the top of the bust, so that the clasp is fully around it on the other side. But there's a rope. There's a rope connecting the bust. You can't have it go over because there's a rope there. So roses aren't visible because they're tucked in the hands. You know, the hands holding the cards or whatever, right? Right? That's where they are. They're not on the other side. They're tucked in there. That's the only place that makes sense. Fucking bunch of fucking bullshit magic that we're just getting. It's quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. She hasn't yet? I mean, of course she hasn't. Yes, I'm having fun, but also... Sometimes I have to let the hater out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? Took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. What? What motive? This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude toward the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubt that Acro deeply respects the ringmaster. Acro's motive. Alright, we'll prove that. Seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Oh, 10 minutes? But I want longer on the swings. Yes, I do want to save while I have one merit left. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And do you think he was shown the most straightforward? And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. That was not the goal. I tried doing, and then I think it somehow mixed. Yeah. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did. His cough. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? Never trust the straights. You're right, never trust the straights. But you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Cough. Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Hey, Gumshoe. Hi. Welcome. I suppose. Sigh. Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Gumshoe! A-cab! Boy. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? You've got some really tasty milk. Maya, are you offering the milk we've had here for a few hours? Okay, so 10-minute recess. I'll come back. When we get the court scene transition, I'll do the math. I remember it was like 10 o'clock. It was like 10 o'clock when we started the first trial sequence section. Got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, Detective? Oh wait, that was Max. I didn't do Max's voice. Well, if you insist. Now about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, I've included his forensic results. Take a look at it later. I'm taking a look right now. Fuck you. I'm looking at it right now. Bat's scarf stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. Fair. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. A-cab. But everything that's happened in court up until now has... Oh, I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. I can't figure out what's worse. Oof. A-cab. Alright. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Now you must witness the strength of the final order. Final plans? Uh-huh, that reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, and that's it for me too. For me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did you mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Ah! Don't scare me like that. Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? Alright, so we offered Gumshoe milk that has been sitting out for at least 4 hours. And also we're supposed to be eating a care package full of milk that's been sitting out for who knows how long. I guess milk doesn't spoil that fast, but at the same time, I think it would spoil. I don't know. Has anyone ever actually left milk out for like 4 hours? How fast does milk take to spoil? I mean, 4 hours is probably fine, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't leave it out. Yeah. You're probably fine? Okay. Yeah. But like, it's gonna smell a bit funky, right? At least a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, well, you know. Fair. Fair. Thank you for your expert knowledge, Athena. Your wise counsel is always valued. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood, Mr. Dingling? Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Is it the milk? Did the milk make you sick? Did the milk spoil? Gulp. Alright. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Hey, when you became an acrobat at 9, did Barry give you any schooling? I need to know this now, honestly, because, like, I'm realizing he took care... He's had 3 children at his circus, and we didn't, like, talk to anyone who seemed to directly be the teacher. I mean, Russell I guess he must have also been the teacher. I don't know, but, like, homeschooled at a circus, and it's not been mentioned. It's not been mentioned at all. Did y'all get educations, or was it just one of those, like... Yeah, clearly. Nine. That's what the Republican, you know, and most of the U.S. government is telling me. 9 years old is plenty of time to start a career. I wasn't reading all that, was I? Such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for cross-examination, is there? Yes, there is! I need to... Yeah, I want to do my... It's my job. Yeah, this is what Flora says. Yeah. I do not want to fabricate a motive. Pshaw. Okay, very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Okay. Are you telling me that... Fucking I was... Fine. Now let's start pressing. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. Sean. Oh. Wait. What was your real name? It was Acro. It was, sorry, our pals. Ken. Sean and Ken. I still... Sean Kenshin? Oh yeah, how old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old. My brother was 4. Parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Nick, the judge, is getting misty-eyed. He's got sob stories, it looks like. Oh, sniffle. Okay. How do you describe your relationship with the Ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother, all rolled up into one. Uncle, father, and a big brother? I don't... Like... Okay. Ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. Why were there very few customers coming in 15 years ago? Like, what happened? I mean, I guess that was the 90s? Phoenix Wright is taking place in current year, 2004? 2007? I don't remember. Early 90s, late 80s. Wait. Yeah. If y'all weren't busy and they were just worried and not taking... But... Are you... But... So you are confirming that you didn't get an education. 'Cause I... But the Ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. Not a single mention of education. I don't think they're getting homeschooled. I think this Ringmaster has... I think Acro, Bat, and Regina have no education. Besides the circus. That's not good. Yeah. What a beautiful story. What a beautiful story. You were neglected as children and let loose on in a circus with little to no supervision, no education, and then you were trained from a young age how to jump and swing from the rafters. By who? Who taught you? Who were you trained by an acrobat? Because there's no mention of an acrobat. Does the Ringmaster know acrobatics? Does the Ringmaster know acrobatics? Is he an ex-acrobat? Because what I'm hearing is that y'all self-taught yourself acrobatics. That means y'all were swinging around without supervision and without formal training. I'm surprised no one died earlier. Huh. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So then how long have you been a performer? Okay, you better, when I press on this, you better tell me something about your training. Yeah, just, here's a net, figure out how to do flips. You start off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the Ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. Okay. Dangling, okay. Yeah. Yep, okay. It's nearly a household name, not for the reason you think. You've even heard of them in Germany? How? Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You're truly a remarkable young man. Not a single mention of how he learned. I would like to say he had to ask the Ringmaster to be allowed to be an acrobat, but it didn't say that the Ringmaster taught him. Yeah. Yeah, here's a mat. Figure out how to do flips. Don't die. Alright, we're just gonna press this one out. Do you ever have any trouble with the Ringmaster? How? How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of a fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Well, of course you see nothing wrong, Miss Child Prodigy, who started working as a lawyer when you were 16 or something. 15, 16. Girl, you're also on my did you have an education list. I have to presume though for you like skipped some grades, got like a really high fucking score on some IQ tests or aptitude tests or something and just skipped straight to law school somehow. Like, I had to presume that, but like, I still question, did you get... I think she skipped kindergarten. I think that would explain a few things. She skipped kindergarten. No matter how you look at it, there's no way she skipped like all of elementary school. She skipped like straight to law school or something. Jeez. There's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. She only needs the law. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. But, okay, sure. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the Ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the Ringmaster dead? I mean... I guess I can, but I can't, but I can. But this is one of those situations where it's like, okay, I can, but it's in parts, and I don't think this. And I'm starting to learn this game doesn't always. This game wants me to be able to just present one thing and it be all contained. Because I can't provide one. I could provide a series of points that lead me to the hint of a motive. Like, I can posit why a motive, but I'd have to present a few different things. So if I present the letter, well, I guess you need backstory for the letter. So if I present Bat, well, I don't know if that's okay. Yeah, I didn't know how to think about it. It was obvious from the start, Your Honor. The reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? It's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. How? Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so full-heartedly foolish. Ugh. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things. Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? Okay, so we are back to the accidental death. Okay, okay, so we're back to my original plan. Regina killed... Well, Regina's been offing people. And I guess instead of the Ringmaster seeing the note and going, oh shit, that was me actually. Okay, so there's two explanations. The note was given to Regina because Regina is the one that Acro was targeting. Or because he knew that giving the letter to her would end up getting the letter to Russell. I mean, I guess the second one is a little bit more far-fetched, but like she's so clueless. If she had really done it, she wouldn't have just waved around in the cafeteria and like pinned it to the noteboard. But no, she's that clueless, I guess. Ugh. Alright, well. Like, okay, so the Ringmaster was just trying to protect his daughter from his pseudo son. Alright. The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you say? I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Yeah, okay. Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack. I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. I think that's... Well, no, but even if Regina's cluelessness is an act, she wouldn't have just posted that on the bulletin board, right? Not unless she knew her father would do something about it, which would oof. Also, isn't the bailiff just smacking people around who are loud? Isn't that like police brutality? I understand, you know, you need order, and so if anyone's unruly, then you arrest them and take them out. But just like coming up and smacking them in the face twice if they must, that's just police brutality. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? okay, I'll admit that was good. That was a good line. Yeah, sure. I mean, Nothing in the court rules say you can't, just like nothing in the court rules say you can't be defended by a dog. Still, we're not Air Bud, okay? Okay, you know what? I'm taking what you're saying, Athena, and I'm not saying that police brutality is okay because Von Karma's been whipping people. I'm expanding her into the definition. Von Karma has been committing police brutality this entire time. That, I'm saying it. Yeah. Well, yeah. I have to defend a whale? Athena. How do we get it inside the courtroom? Obviously we don't, I suppose, but like... Whale trial. This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you're really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Objection!
You could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Fun. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I don't know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yeah, me too. I guess now we present the note. I gotta save more. Because I'm on such thin ice. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Yeah. Akira wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Akira did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't just a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean the ringmaster, saw the note. Ah, that's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Akira gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Akira had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it. Akira thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Oof. Akira wrote this note to Regina? I want to read that. I'm pulling up the transcript again, like I did the other time when that was a lot of fools. I want to read it. This is for all. See, and this is Big Top Turnaround, or is Turnaround? Turnaround, fuck. Turnabout Big, there it is. Turnabout Big Top. Alright. And without going over, I'm not reading anything that hasn't happened yet. Oh, come on. Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. And then we're up to here. Yeah. God, that's a lot of fools. Let me read that one more. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna read it. I want to try reading it all through, so I'm pulling it up here so I can. Because I'm gonna read through the entire thing, entire line, single lines. Okay, so these two are the only ones with the fools. Okay. Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Ugh! There. Alright. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. Well, I mean, yeah. This occurred 6 months ago. And now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to this present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well, then if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? No, I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, this judge is going to think I'm bluffing. I guess the evidence... So the seasoning bottle... Okay, so evidence law. Evidence law. I gotta... The seasoning bottle's already part of the case. So I got to... make it relative before I bring in the scarf, right? Or do I just go straight for the scarf? The scarf was found in Acro's room, right? So... like... Chew. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What kind of spicy joke is this, Miss? Spicy? I guess pepper is a spice, but... Alright, yeah. It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tries to... No. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Oh, well, that was bad. Yeah. Sir not appearing in this case. This is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him. Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. The lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tame animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. No, but, they can do stuff they're not trained to do. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So what happened to Acro's brother? He is not the victim of attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was an accident? Yeah, it was definitely more than that. Lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She might not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. I guess the scarf now. That's just a scarf. Acro, that scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave... Is that part of it? I don't remember that detail. That's just because I forgot stuff, I presume. Yeah. Yeah. Well, fair. Regina gave it to him. Regina, there is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. 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 Pepper, pepper, pepper. Yeah. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Sneezing, actually. Smiling, the lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed, and it looked like it was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Yeah. Nice. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality... Oh, actually, it was sneeze, yeah. This is a lot of red. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! You've got to be kidding me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Girl, you gotta have something to back that up. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that? This is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do, it's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. Oh, idiot! So you know... She knows a synonym for fool that she doesn't want to use 98% of the time. 99.9% of the time. Girl, like, at that point, it's your brand. Just say foolish fool. Like, foolish idiot? What? Why this time? Why say idiot this time? Okay, yeah. Almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean witness! Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion? I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the Ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest weapon is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof to be more precise. The murder weapon? The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. It's not going to be in his room. We've searched his room. I don't think playing it out is the right play, but searching his room is definitely not the right play. So I guess might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but why aren't you going to search his room? Looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. Oh, so she already found it. I figured with you, that's the least I could expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. See, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Looks like you lack the final nail to put it into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the Ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. I honestly don't. It's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Give me options. Give me options, and I'll figure. I'll game it out. I'll game it out. Just give me options. It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Thank you. Thank you. Who was it? Oh, where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace. Its lace? Its lace? I mean case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? Are you asking me? Rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Girl! You can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. I'm not sure. Alright. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope with logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. Okay, so if it's somewhere in the lodging house... It would have been found, right? I mean... We would have an idea where it would be in the lodging house. And I mean, it's not, it wasn't in Money's shiny pot, shiny good hoard. Money's dragon hoard. Wasn't there. So, I mean, where else would it be? It wouldn't be in the big top, because how did Acro get it to the big top? He definitely didn't get it to the big top. Lodging house in the courtroom. Such a... Is it somehow hidden in his wheelchair? How? And also, why did nobody question why his wheelchair was so heavy? Like, again, someone has to help him down those stairs. And the natural secondary is that someone else had to carry his wheelchair. How? But I'm inclined just to go with lodging because that does, you know, the wheelchair option makes brings too many more other questions, except for the fact that there are already a bunch of additional questions from other stuff. So I guess wheelchair. I mean, if he's sitting on it, that would explain why he's able to see over the podium. Okay. Come on. Okay, that sounded like some... Oh, cool. Pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. Okay, cool. I didn't die. Okay, Okay, the judge definitely don't got it. Prosecution, she wouldn't just... If Von Karma had it, she would not bring it to court with her. Witness stand. It's in the wheelchair. Yeah, the judge has it, definitely. The judge has been sitting on it this entire time. He thought it was just a very pointy chair. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? Oh no, is it in your lap? Is it in your lap? Have you been carrying around your lap this entire time? And no one's questioned why you might be vaguely pregnant? That's a big bust. That's a big... No one asked why Acro had a big bust. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under the blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Would it be, though? Would it be easy to hide a bust under there? I don't think so. Also, this isn't a view we've been shown this entire time. I did not know he had a blanket. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Why would his brother be hidden underneath the blanket? His brother is in a coma in a hospital. I don't think taking his brother out of there was a good idea. Which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. For one more. You fool! How could you? Got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Two of them. Miss Franziska Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There are two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon? There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Like as if we're a team. Like as if she's not taking this as a loss, the fact that she's not the one who found the murder weapon. It all makes sense now. Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. Seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro... All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. Yeah, exactly. She doesn't want Phoenix to win. It's not that she needs to win. At this point, her record has already been ruined. So at this point, it's not that she needs to win, it's that she needs Phoenix to lose. That's her only goal at this point, I'm sure. Because I think she could live with not having a perfect record if Phoenix also didn't have a perfect record. And we do, haha. Started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it would be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper? I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen, I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star, Regina believes in that so purely, that she would laugh innocently when saying it too innocently. Just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's why you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful? So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Bat's the victim. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up, but couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot! Can't believe it, you beat me again! I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Score. Perfect score! Perfect score! Take that, Francisca! This court is adjourned. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. Took us 2 hours to get that verdict. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Well, 2 more hours. Plus the fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat, not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? I mean... That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many Many congratulations, but only a X, a million of them. So thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Yeah, sadly that man's birds are now fleeing the cops. Are you implying that the birds are under arrest also? I feel like you're implying that the birds are either like a part of Acro or accomplices in the crime? Huh? Wah! She's been like this for a while now. Wah, it's all my fault. Wah. So sweetie pie. Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. They were accomplices. Now everyone's gonna split up. Good. Go to school. Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro... Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so... Yeah, I don't think so, honestly. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You really sure I can believe that? Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? Oh, no, you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. What evidence? What evidence? I mean, for his brother, I suppose. Like, honestly, I think he just he didn't want to leave yet. I'm pretty sure is him stating that he didn't want to leave his brother. Like, his brother's in a coma, not actually dead. There is the chance that his brother will wake up someday, right? Right? So, like, you know. Let's go with the brother. Oof, wrong. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. Yeah, see, yeah. But Bat... That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. You never... Now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Okay, I have to check on that real quick. What was the difference? Girl, once again, you've gotta pick someone your own age. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes, until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again. Well, it was, I guess, 6 minutes. That's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Girl, I think you should be more broken up about the fact that you caused someone to be put in a coma and another person to be paralyzed because of your prank. I really think you should be feeling that more. Not just the like, oh, whoa. No, you fucked up, girl. Alright? That's like manslaughter at least, okay? Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? Well, we really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Hydration. It's good. That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. You're gonna be the new ringmaster? What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. Oh, okay, stretch. Alright, stretching. Tightly cracking my neck probably isn't part of... Technically, it shouldn't be part of stretching, but you know. There we go. A little bit, one more ways. There we go. Stretched. I've decided that I'll take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. Wow. That's quite the goal. Yay. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusionists. Illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max? Let's work together and make our circus super I was about to say fantabulous. Super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to. I don't know what. How did I lose his voice already? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? No, Regina needs to go to school. I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to the court today? Huh? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo? Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. And a bunch of Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here. Can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Alright. I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid, it really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. So, has... You mean Mr. Wright? Yeah, is he consulting? Is he back in town? Of course, well, detective, my plane is about to land. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Edgeworth, hey. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you. Mr. Edgeworth? Yay. Probably. Alright. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our Hero of Heroes? Will it be last year's runner-up, German, or maybe Captain oh, fuck you. I see the student of certain starry school already, the global hero, Oyan. We hope Lady Luck is with all our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes, only 3rd? Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me! Whoa! The true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. Looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior. The Nickel Samurai. Too bad Jammin' Ninja looks like the title eluded you again this year. Yeah. March 20th, 7:42 p.m. Gatewater. We're back to Gatewater. Yeah, that's more than. Viola Gatewater. Okay. Alright, yes. Did you hear that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai. He did it. Okay, who's the Nickel Samurai? And what is it, like Steel Samurai's nephew or something? Did they make a next generation series? Like, it is the year 30XX or something? Wait, your Steel Samurai I think it was 20XX. The year's 30XX, and the Steel Samurai's son or distant the legacy has endured. I don't know, you know. Yeah, like legacy is what they say. Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. I'm proud of the guy for doing this series justice. So the person everyone's cheering for, I guess he got the prize? Same samurai, but cheaper. Fair. Yep. You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai. No. Every Sunday I only watch the educational channels. Kids Masterpiece Theater. I mean, okay, girl. I'm sure they've got some really interesting stuff, but at the same time, you know, just live a little. Just watch something. I won't tell you around. Come on, just watch something. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it. Do you like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick? Nah, Nick's an old fart, so once again, I have to remind you, I am not that much older than you. Alright. That's right, but do I like Kids Masterpiece Theater? Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick. Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up if you're not allowed to watch that anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have interests that match. It's very important. Girl. Aw, give it a rest, Pearly. Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time. Ah, it's like a dream. Too bad for the Jammin' Ninja, though. Last year, he lost to the Pink... Yeah, last year he lost to the Pink Princess Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. So yeah, I mean, she wasn't in the running. That's why his question was like, did they just not want to mention her, or like? But no. I thought this might be his year. Yeah. Oh hey, did anyone else think that the Jammin' Ninja looked a bit different today? Different? What do you mean? I don't. It's not four. I think just because it's got dogs in it doesn't mean it's actually 4 dogs. I think it is in fact 4 human children, you know? But like, I suppose the cis women are in fact starting to appropriate puppy play culture and such. So I guess maybe, I don't know, you know. Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar. Hey, you're right. Strange, he'd walk around without his signature guitar. They chose dogs could... Are you... But, like, But that doesn't mean it's 4 dogs. I think there'd be... No, It can't be. It can't be just for dogs, okay? Just because they use colors dogs can see doesn't mean... No. Nope. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for tonight. Huh, it was nothing. I owe you one, so it's just my way of saying thanks. Hey Nick, come on, it's time to get going to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon. Okay, so how long until someone... made with dogs in mind? Sure! Because you can make a series with dogs as characters and think about it from a dog's perspective. That tracks for me. You know, making the dog characters only colors that dogs can see, that's so much sense to me. And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that. A press conference? Is he going to make a speech about winning this year's prize? Well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something. Confessing? Sounds pretty serious. Nick, come on, you don't want us to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you? I mean... show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Alright. Who's murdering who? Thank you very much for inviting us today. Oh, it was nothing, really. Guys like us don't get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all. Hey, Miss Prowse, what have you been up to lately? Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. Yeah. It's been on a kid's exercise show? While wearing a rabbit mask over my face. Oh, I see. Kids exercise show? Still really sorry about all the headache I caused you that time, Mr. Wright. Ah, well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers, he's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was Steel Samurai, and he was the first case Maya worked on with me. Yeah, I remember that part. It's too bad he looks scarier. People know you're a real softie who's good with kids. Thanks. Who's the Nickel Samurai? Can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai. Can't believe it either, but for a different reason. Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch nemesis, the evil magistrate in the city of Neo Old Tokyo. Dun, 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 dun. No, I guess you're right. Big Comfy Couch and Lazy Town did have exercise stuff. Now, I do want to mention that Big Comfy Couch is such a wild thing for you to reference because it has, quite frankly, a pretty niche audience, as far as I'm aware, because it's originally a Canadian show, and it was only aired in syndication on like PBS, I think. Which, fair, you know, a lot of kids watch PBS, but still, you know. I'm saying people our age might be like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that, but like, it's definitely one of those things that did not make cultural impact. Yeah, I mean, you know, I remember watching it also. But I think, I don't even know if it made a large splash in Canada, but I know it did not make a large splash here. Really? I mean, everyone watched Sesame Street, okay? Even if you didn't watch it regularly, you saw Sesame Street at some point. See? I am being proven right. That's why I'm saying interesting call on the couch. I recognize it because I live in the TV when I was a kid, and then video games, and then anywhere but my mind. Anywhere but my mind and my body. For some reason, that could have meant anything. The crippling depression and a lack of being able to look at myself and view myself as a person could have meant anything. But yeah, I know what show you're talking about, and I'm one of the few people who do. Yeah, I don't know actors. Who's Claire Redfield? Last year they started a new series, The Nickel Samurai. Okay, how does it relate to the first series? The new series seems to be a hit with the kids too. I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show, so I was hoping that maybe I'd get the chance to do something in this new one. Yeah, it's too bad. It had been awesome to see you with the new actor, Matt Engarde? Engarde. Lunette? I don't... Who's Lunette? Oh, well, you know. Potato, potato. Goals, honestly. Queen. He's super popular right now. Mr. Engarde? Engarde. Looks like Pearls doesn't know who she is. Yeah. Main girl of Big Comfy Couch also voiced zombie games. Yeah. Goals, you know? This year it's gonna be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jamma Ninja at the box office. Jamma Ninja, who's that again? Yeah, I want to know about Jam. So who is this Jammin' Ninja again? He's a hero, duh. His symbol's the bright red guitar he's always carrying. A ninja who's always carrying around a bright red guitar. How does that even work? Yeah, I think the bright red guitar would give you away your location, wouldn't it? Oh. And he, sings to woodland animals? Okay. With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in hand, he rises to stardom in an ancient time. A ninja who becomes a star? Yeah, a ninja who becomes a star. Okay. Damn, nice. See, goals, queen shit, you know? There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios Nichols Samurai and Worldwide Studios Jammin' Ninja. They even air at the same time. Ah, understood. You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. The Nichols Samurai Zen-Guard and the guy who plays the Jammin' Ninja, I mean. You don't know who he... Okay. Nichols Samurai speaks French? Oh, you mean Matt Engard, the actor. I think we are confirming that Phoenix knows French. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling, happy place. Yeah. Alright. I want to examine this fancy-ass room. That chandelier is really something, isn't it? I thought it was a kind of spaceship. Hey, Nick, how about we get one of these for the office? One of those hanging from our poor, weak ceiling? I don't think so. This sure is one luxurious hotel. I watched a lot of the X-Men show. I did watch some of the Beetlejuice show, but not nearly as much as other things. Like, I did watch some of the Beetlejuice show, but I wouldn't say I was, like, a fan of it, per se. I never liked Lydia and Beetlejuice being a couple, let's be fair. Or being like, interests or whatever. I didn't like that connection, you know? Like, meh. Which, you know, being a lesbian on the ace spectrum probably tracks on that, you know? Oh, nice! Lydia and Jubilee. Girl, queen. This sure is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy with how it blends together everything fancy imaginable. Speaking of fancy, didn't that bellboy give me something like that last year? Actually, yeah, there's a grand set of doors over there. And behind those doors is equally grand lobby. Shall we go and take a look, Mr. Nick? Hey, wait up. This grand desert is calling to me. It's saying, eat me now. Not yet. Not yet. What can I say? This is a really high-class hotel. I've never eaten this kind of salad before. Poor Pearl's having eaten only vegetables all her life. She's been missing out. Don't worry, any leftovers belong in my happily awaiting stomach anyway. You're such a glutton, Maya. Yeah, I know. I've never actually seen the musical, but I do hear that there's that they went somewhat that direction with some changes and such. I want to see the musical someday, definitely, but I haven't. So, Beetlejuice. I liked the movie. I really liked the first movie. The second movie was. I lose this one to Maya. You sure can eat. Well, a growing girl needs her nutrients. A growing girl. Exactly how big do you plan on getting? Well, we've seen her sister. The awards ceremony was just held on that stage. It was really fabulous. You just reminded me of the circus for a second. Yeah, fair. Well, shows like that are guaranteed to be good, you know? Alright. Oh, there's another. If this is all a dream, I don't ever want to wake up. And all the directors and stars that were here to see the heroes, wow, I had no idea who most of them were. Neither did I. Nick, you've got to cut that news-only habit out. Your new show is going to be The Nickel Samurai, every Sunday morning at 8. Oh, I know. We can watch together starting next week. I'll come wake you up extra early to make sure, okay? Ah, I'm fine. You know, watch the cartoon with your friend, okay? You know, you really don't have to do it have to on my account. And I mean, you don't want to do something with her? Like, come on. Hang out, be friends, chill. All right. Honestly, I mean, like, I'm not saying that I don't want to see. I've heard good things about the musical. I'm interested. I just haven't had a chance, you know. 20th Gatewater Hotel hallway. Wow, what is with this place? Looks like I've stumbled into Oz or something. Really, Oz? Way in the back, there's a sign for the bathroom. Maybe I should visit it while I can before the show starts. Let's examine everything. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. I don't think you actually carry a lot of flowers. I can understand flowers in front of the dressing room, but what are stuffed bears doing here? Could it be that there's an action star with a soft spot for teddy bears? Nah, can't be. Oh, I mean... To Mr. Engard from the Global Studio staff. Ah, it'd be nice if lawyers got flowers too. Something like, to Mr. Wright from all your grateful clients. To Mr. Wright, thanks for getting me off. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Matt Engard's room. Matt Engard, I've heard that name before. Oh yeah, Maya's always yammering about him like the obsessed fan she is. There's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Juan Corrida's room. Okay, so I guess that's the Jam and Samurai. Juan Corrida. What's the Corrida. Corazon is heart. I don't know, it just sounds like a name. Yeah. I don't think that actually... His name just sounds like a star's name. I've heard it before, but I don't know anything about him at all. Must be Jam and Samurai, honestly. There are toilets in each room in this... Yeah, there are toilets in each room in this hotel, but since all sorts of events are held here, there are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. Perfect for people like me who can't afford to stay here in the first place. Yeah. Okay, I think I got all of the, Alright, keep moving from the... Well, why did I have to go... Oh. Okay. Sounds like the post-samurai show is about to start. Alright, I'm so pumped. I wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai Smelting. Nickel Samurai Smelting? Does he, like... Is his special move to melt his enemy into a, like, vat of, like, molten metal? Is his attack literally, like, Alright. Actually, what I'm interested in most of the... Does he throw molten nickel at someone? Is that it, actually? Does he, like... That sounds dangerous. But also, I guess, plausible in an action hero's perspective. Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference. You mean the big confession that the Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So what is it? Don't you know what it's about, Mr. Powers? Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea. Bah. So, sorry. So I guess you are all going to the press conference then. Yeah, of course. If that's the case, then here, take this ticket so you can get in. Press conference ticket. Yay! Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice. Okay, well, I guess we're wait. Anything new to say? Nope. March 20th, Gatewater Hotel, hotel lobby. Only a really gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match. Ah, I think they're going to have the post-ceremony show over there. They're using a compact stage, I see. Ooh. I'm already to use my special samurai power. Maya looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances. What? Why? Ow, you didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time. So please, stay where you are. Quickly, I want to look at this. Alright, well. This is a special request from the police. Police? Did you just say the police? Oh, wow. Another murder case that we've somehow gotten involved in. Is that what's happened? What a surprise. Do you want to go check out what's going on? Wait. I'll come with you. Freeze! You two! Didn't you hear the announcement just now? I just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I've heard that voice somewhere before. Honestly, youth these days can't be... Oh. Oh, I know who this is. Damn it. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Or welcome back, Wendy. Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they're talking. Just the other day, it was the same thing. There was this, it said, beware, bridge out, and along came up to the bridge. I tried to tell the boy the bridge was out, and it was, listen, no, of course not. He said, careful, the bridge out part was dangerous. I'm not kidding there, kids. That really meant, well, knock him clean off that bridge. Honestly, kids these days don't, okay. This non-stop chatter. It can't be. Miss Oldbag? What is it? You young whippersnappers, do I know you? Wait, you're Powers, aren't you? Yeah, about what happened back then. You didn't even get nominated this year, did you? Oh, that's right. You're doing that children's exercise program trying to play nice. Yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show, and you're a hoot. You're the Big Brother character, right? Yes, even with your face cover mask, I know what a work of art, but that's how it is. I know you wear a mask, you know how many TVs you break, really in shape. They're getting what they deserve. This is why I thought... What are you doing here? And why do you always have to talk so fast? I am compelled to try to read it and understand it, but like... I'm sure when I say stuff, it's coming out mostly as gibberish. I'm sorry. I'm going as fast as I can. Or I'm speaking as, yeah, like, I can read a little bit more than I can actually speak, but like, ugh. Look at the uniform and tell me you can't tell I'm a member of security. Is that the security uniform for this event? Cause I think that's insane. But that outfit, annoying, noisy brats get the blaster. Are you threatening a child with violence? Are you... I know it's probably just a toy blaster and doesn't actually do anything, but like... Are you threatening to shoot her? A cap. Well, that's just embarrassing, honestly. Miss Oldbag, what are you doing here? Yeah, that is how you know she's a true cop. What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place? Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip. Oh, I wonder why. What incident? What did you... I think we're... The incident that we had to investigate the murder? I didn't do anything, you youngin'. Don't you remember that incident a year ago? When this lady got on the witness stand and testified? Yeah. And weren't you the one who was bullying me? This fragile girl at heart. I plead the fifth. Okay. But you know, I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault. Alright, yeah, sure, girl. Me? I thought about being a bodyguard first after being handed old Pinky. You, a bodyguard? For your friend, that fiery, good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. But that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. That's what he said to me. What did I ever do to deserve that? So did something happen? I don't have all the details, but it looks like another one of those incidents happened again. An incident? Like a murder kind of incident? Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So wherever I go, showers of blood are sure to follow. Bet you wouldn't know that. I mean, I don't think it's you. I think it follows me, let's be fair. Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard at least for other people's sake? Hey, Nick. What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips. Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out. No way, the police told us not to go anywhere, remember? Huh? How boring! You're such a boring guy. You've got no motivation, no spirit. Huh? What's going on? Are you giving Mystic Maya trouble again, Mr. Nick? Not you too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one. So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick... Lawyer camp? Lawyer camp? Are you... Lawyer camp? Maya, do you... Lawyer camp? I need more than that, girl. What? Okay, I get it. Let's go take... No, I need more than that, girl. What the... Lawyer camp? Are you... Is this an implication? So, 3 options. Nick told her a story from his childhood when he went to, like, a summer camp that was themed around being a lawyer. Weird, but okay, fine. Fine. Option 2. In this reality, instead of taking the bar or going to school, it's a lawyer summer... It's like a lawyer camp program. Like you go to lawyer camp to learn to be a lawyer. It's like a summer program where, like instead of teaching you, like, how to build a fire or, like, make arts and crafts, they teach you evidence law or something. Option 3, there's, like, a yearly summer lawyer retreat or something. Like at the end of the year, during some of this time that we skipped over, Phoenix and Edgeworth and, what's the other guy? The nervous guy. I don't know. He's the guy who prosecutes the first case in both games so far. I'm blanking on his name. And any other lawyers in the area get together and like do summer camps shit. Like, do they just have as adults they go out to a lake and just have summer camp, but for lawyers? That is one of there's 3 very distinct options, and I need to know which one it is. I need to know which one it is. Wow, it looks like there's a fancy restaurant on the 2nd floor. Yeah, see, like... Like... 3 seems kind of probable based off the timeline and what we know of characters, but like, I think 1 has a significant number of possibility of it. If Phoenix went to like a lawyer-themed summer camp. Like, maybe he didn't really learn how to do law, but like, it was law camp, you know? Lawyer camp, where they had like a mock trial or something, you know? They may not have taught you like everything. I feel like those are the more, but like, it would be so funny if like, becoming a lawyer is a summer program in this reality. Fancy restaurant on the 2nd floor. You still feel like eating? Yeah. I mean, since we're here, you know? Don't pull the since we're here trick on me. What a beautiful mansion. Do you live in this wonderful world every day, Mr. Nick? Oh, no, this is my first time in a place like the 2nd time, technically. You're right. Honestly, lawyer camp sounds like an Edgeworth answer to something. Like the fuck off, I really don't want to talk to you. Like, hey, Edgeworth, where'd you get your education? Lawyer camp, where do you think? First time in a place like this. I'm gonna say these cameras were set up to cover the post-ceremony stage show. But I wonder where everyone's gone, abandoning their cameras like this. I guess something big must have happened. We're here, so we might as well take some pictures. Okay, everyone sit in a chair. But we're all out of film. Don't worry about it. There's a zillion cameras over there we can borrow. Hey, you can't just go and borrow an expensive professional camera like that. It's the stage for the post-ceremony stage show. There was supposed to be a press meeting after the show, but now it looks like no one will hear what the Nickel Samurai had to confess after all. Alright. We have everything. There's nothing really out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for the incident that the old lady was talking about? Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we'd better go look somewhere else. Alright then, let's try... Excuse me? Ack! You're not the same bellboy. You look... suspicious, if I'm being honest. Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey? Yeah, that's me. You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk. A call? I wonder if it's someone from Korean Village. What's wrong, Mystic Maya? Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead. I'll be right there, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Fey. You've got that earring there and the face tattoo. I'm thinking you're not actually a bellboy. No, something's, you know. Alright, let's go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick. Yeah, okay. This is a little exciting and a little scary. I told you! I get people the info they want, which means that I've got a right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so you can't go in. What's your problem? Just you wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective's secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you good back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only... Oh, it is Lotta. Okay, I should have said... Okay. Hey, right. Hey, Lotta. Come on, do a gal a favor and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I've got rights. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder, and so she should leave this to us pros. A murder? A body has been discovered. Ah, shoot. Me and my big mouth. See? I knew it. My gut instinct told me so. I always trust my gut. Murder, it said, and that's what it is. A genuine murder. Hey, wait. Yeehaw, murder. Of a big star, no less. Oh, man. I'm in trouble now. Yeah, let's talk. So, a murder. Dish. I know, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal. Mr. Nick? Is the dead person the Nickel Samurai? Huh? Why do you ask? Well, Mr. Kamaya was rooting for him, so... It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai's the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? The guy that died was the hero named the Jammin' Ninja, pal. The Jammin' Ninja? Alright. That woman with the big puffy hair that looks like cotton candy. You mean Lotta? The woman, she was there that time too, right? Oh yeah, you know Lotta. That time. When Mystic Maya did that channeling. Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she was there. Journalist? Looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Hanging around. Okay, you know what? Pearl also doesn't go to school. Does school exist anymore? Okay, we know school existed because it's part of Phoenix, Nick, and Larry's shared backstory. They met in school. But like, in the last decade, did school stop being a thing? Did they stop having school? Lotta goes to college. We know that. So... yeah. I think Maya just goes. Yeah, Maya spent the last like year or so going to like doing spirit training explicitly. She also didn't go to school. All right. I don't think school exists anymore. I think school is a relic, a historical relic at this point. After having Larry, all the teachers quit, and it was just like, whoop, guess education was overrated anymore or something. I don't know, you know. It's not overrated. School is a myth perpetuated by Big Pencil. No, girl. Big Pencil is also a myth. You see, school is perpetuated by School is perpetuated by big capitalism, let's be fair. Big minimum wage. Hey. Yeah, hide and wait in front of the Jammin' Ninja's door, pal. But why would she would tell me, pal, just said something about getting my big scoop. Big Texas interest in Big Purdue. You're right. Scoop, what sort of news could she be after? Alright, well, it's gotta be with the victim, right? So the victim was the Jammin' Ninja. Mr. Jammin' Ninja? He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai. Oh! The victim was the star, Juan Clarita. He got a huge push and rode this express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. Yeah, even I recognize his face. But I heard lately that Matt and guards been taking the wind out of his sail. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, these two are hogging all the limelight. I guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. Guard, that's the Nickel Samurai, right? Yep. I mean, no, you've got to say it with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai. Anyway, so now that Juan Clarita's gone, that means Mr. Engard has the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. We can't have that happen, you know? Can't have that happen? What's that supposed to mean? I wonder. Okay, well, I guess I was supposed to present something. Ooh. Kind of like you and me? Gumshoe, I know you've been a detective longer than I've been a defense attorney, so let's first of all put it that way. That if I'm your rival, that's not a good look for you. Second of all, no, I'm sorry. My rival is Edgeworth, and it's for sloppy makeout reasons. I never knew he thought of me as a rival. Well, I'm sorry then. Why are you sorry? Matt and Guard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Corrida. What? Yeah, I mean, we knew that. We already knew that. Alright. Well, why was Mr. Engard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in hot water. Mr. Nick, if Mystic Maya knew about this... Yeah, I know. She'd make me take this case, I know. Yeah. I know. Let's head back out. Oh, shit. Maybe? Nope. Okay, they're good. Yeah. Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright? It looks like Juan Corrida has been killed. What? It looks like he was murdered and a suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt Engard. You're joking, right? Actually, real quick, let me check if there's a, Juan Corrida, Matt Engard. Okay, no pseudonyms. At least not anything like Matt Engard. I mean, Engard. Alright. Alright, Evelyn, good night. Thank you for sticking around and chatting and saying hi. I hope you have a great sleep. Honestly, I think I might run it through the investigation, but at the same time, I might stop before we're done with the investigation. I'm getting a little tired myself. Today's not been a great day, energy-wise. Checking right? Nope, they arrested the Nickel Samurai on suspicion of murdering the Jammin' Ninja. Oof, not again, I feel sick. Yeah. Again? About a year ago, something like this happened, Pearls. I still can't believe, no way. No way Matt would. What's Mr. Powers got in his hand? Oh, before I forget, this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. Huh. Radio transceiver received from Mr. Powers. For me? But why? I don't know. All he said was it was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. Okay, well. Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his place as a pop idol, but he kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway. Mr. Mr. Juan, he's the Jammin' Ninja, right? Damn it. Alright. Those two would butt heads over everything they could think of. But I'd say that Matt was the one who always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. Juan said that he'd take Matt on this... So they'd take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show. And that was the Jammin' Ninja? The stylish Nickel Samurai and the burnin' Jammin' Ninja. Well, things turned messy real fast when those two used their shows for their war. And the final tally? Look around, it's pretty obvious how things ended up. Matt even won the Grand Prix this year. The final war over his rival, I guess. Alright. Mr. Engard was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he? That's what I heard. Though if you want to get technical about it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference. The Nickel Samurais? Yeah, he was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. He was going to be in costume? But why? Yeah, why? I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore. I was just wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone a long time. Now that she mentions it, Maya was only going to answer a phone call. Maybe she got lost. Maybe she was kidnapped. I'll take a quick look around for her. Oh shit, she was kidnapped. What is it, Mr. Nick? Huh? I'm not sure. It's coming from this transceiver. Yes, hello, right here. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? And you are? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerned yourself with, such as... Help! Nick! Yep, she was kidnapped. Damn. Shame. Maya? So, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of the girl? Her fate? Does he mean that what I think he means? Maya! Where are you? Are you hurt? Come now, don't fall apart on me yet. No, this can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Wright, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return to you your valuable item unharmed. What is this called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom? Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping. Ah! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! My sight, everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped. You there? Mr. Attorney, are you there? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation. Hurry up and state your condition and then return Maya. Well, money is not what I seek. What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to need... I am not the person you'll be representing. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know that a murder has just taken place there. Juan Corrida was killed, and the suspect is Matt Engard. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt Engard. Matt Engard? But why? He did not kill anyone. I can attest to that, however. However what? However, someone is framing him for the murder. A very smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall. If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there is one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me, in my possession. Help! Nick! Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight, he will be in questioning with the police, but the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have 1 chance. 1 chance, Mr. Attorney. One? You expect me to get a not guilty in one trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Ah! Oh, yes, that's right. Now that I am playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass up this chance to say, and don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Damn it. Who the hell are you? Very well, I'll tell you that much. My name is... The Killer. Oh, that's such a bad name. D-Killer? D-Killer. Yeah, D-Killer. Mr. Nick, where is Mystic Maya? Well, she's been kidnapped. No, it's all my fault. If only I'd gone with Mystic Maya. It's not your fault, girls. But it is. Mystic Maya. Wow. Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on. No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what will happen to Maya. Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier? Gumshoe? Yeah, that's it. Wait. Here, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'll go take care of Pearl while you're away. What? Ransom? Shh, not so loud. Ransom was complete acquittal of Mr. Engard. Wait, the deal is complete acquittal in exchange for Maya? You mean... This means Matt Engard is obviously the killer, pal. No doubt about it. But the guy said that Mr. Engard is innocent. You would believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal? Guess he has a point. If Engard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? On top of everything else, there's all this evidence we keep finding. Huh? The forensic team's having a field day back there. Oof. Honestly, at a certain point, too much evidence is, like, suspicious, honestly. But it's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence. Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about Engard being set up? Anyway, looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate with the investigation tomorrow. You can start yours. Alright, isn't there another way? Oof, we've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. You're right. Date, question mark. Time, question mark. Location, question mark. Alright. Ugh. Oh, my head. She was locked in a wine cellar? She's still at the hotel. Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. What happened to me? Nick, Pearly. Come on, you guys. This isn't funny anymore. Click, click. I see you have woken. Ah, who are you? Me? I am known as D Killer. D Killer? You mean like an assassin? I'm too young to die. Don't worry. You are not my target, for now anyway. Nick, where are you? Help me. Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now, and that is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? Nick's going to save me? Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. Business transaction? I'm gonna contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well. Nick. What's gonna happen to me? Nick, Pearly, Sis. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? Okay, yeah, we already did that. Good morning. Morning, Pearls. Don't start until 9 a.m. So, oh, I see. Mr. Maya, if only I had gone with you. Poor Pearls, she's been like this since last night. We managed to get home somehow yesterday evening, thanks to Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her there. But by the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep at all last night. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's alright, right? Yeah, she's alright. Either way, I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that. Please help her. Only I would say this calm and collected, because Pearls is doing the crying for the both of us. Alright, I think we're stopping here. It's the next day, which means the investigation will officially start, and yeah. Okay. Ugh, my voice is also starting to... Alright. Let's yeah, I say let's just do another, just in case. Alright. Well, hello. Thank you. It's been a lovely day. I think we made good progress. We finished up the circus case, and now we're on track to do this one in probably, I don't know, a month? Jeez. Some of these cases get really long. But yeah. My voice is going. Well, remember, if you enjoyed, remember to follow. Come and chat more. Come and hang more. Tomorrow we'll be doing some Lego, and then on Wednesday, Dredge. Hopefully we'll finish up Dredge on Wednesday. We might do a little more Dredge the next week, but I'm hoping we can finish it up next week on Wednesday. And then, yeah, as I mentioned, I'm working on getting all of... I've been saving some of my VODs, not all of them. There's a good deal of older games that were not saved. But starting with the Bloodborne PSX, if anyone listening remembers that, roughly there, I started saving the VODs. And I've been getting them loaded up to YouTube, so they're starting to be there. But, you know, working on it. So, but there's a link already. If you want to watch the VODs, you missed something you want to watch, hey, it might be there. And then give it a couple months, and I'll have things uploaded pretty quickly after they're streamed. Yeah, thank you, Athena, for being there in case I need any mod support. I don't think I needed any today, and I don't need any most days, but thank you for always being there to help me and such. I don't know. Yeah. And thank you everyone who watches. Honestly, thank you everyone for hanging out, for spending time, making this as fun as it is. Huh. Thank you, my stars. All right. I will see y'all